What will I do? What should I draw? 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 Looking through a Kim Jong-gi sketchbook, and I think I'm going to draw something from that. Alright, I found something. Just gonna be using this type of pen. Real simple. Get some stuff on this page. So I'm looking at reference as I'm doing this, but I'm not doing it like line for line. I mean, it's really similar, but there's a ton of lines on this, and there's no point in trying to get everything exactly where it is. You just want to get what it feels like, I guess. And since I see that there's a bunch of these scribbly lines and stuff, it's not. I know it doesn't matter that much. And by me not doing it, like taking time to get it a perfect copy, um, it'll be slightly different with how it looks, and I guess that's just style. I'm not sure how well you can see it, but there's these little lines, and they all go in the same direction together to show the shape of the muscle. I think it's really cool looking at Kim Jong-gi's work, how he just uses little lines like this, and it really does the shading well too, and it's super simple, like it's so easy. And I like that efficiency in the work. Go work on a car now. Fit one in here at the bottom. I don't know, practice just the perspective and the boxy shape of this, because I don't really draw cars that much. Could draw a little bolder. Have this line go down a little less angled. It's a little too angled before out this way. It'd just look a little wonky if I continued that way. Now, get the hood of it. How's it looking? I need to go a little further out. It goes down at like this angle. Front there. Oi, brother. Now, what am I gonna do here? Front of the card goes out like this a little bit. Get this top light there. And this line is good. Shows me the shape of the car more and the perspective. Oi! Ozzy, Ozzy, Ozzy! I wonder who the other person is watching. I'm gonna guess Jamie if it's not a stranger. Alright, I think I'm gonna work more on the front of the car still, since it's bigger and will give me a better idea of how to connect the back side of it. The whole shape is like... I'll just draw the shapes, that'll look better. I think this is what I'm looking for, roughly. Tire, tire. Looks a little weird right now. Hopefully it comes together. Probably will. Oh, Brock. Love him to death. Now get this front parallel with this line above it. That doesn't break the perspective. How's the drawing look on the stream? Does it look alright? Like the quality of it. Cool. Yes, I can draw. I'm the best there ever was. Now, let me get the other headlight. And how's this looking? It's looking alright. Not even gonna complete this circle. I think it creates the look of the light good. Like the glass. Do a little cross hatching in here to show the grill, even though it's not that visible. It's a different way of shading that makes it more distinct. And shows what kind of material's there. A hard line to show the bumper. And since this side is farther away, this side will be a little shorter than this side. It'll end up a little bigger down here. So I'm going to stop it here. If you guys want me to draw anything too, I'm totally down. I'm just trying to draw stuff right now. Because I was probably going to play video games a lot of the day. And I did that like all day yesterday. And I think I need to be a little more productive. Even though that was like the one day in the past year that I played all day. And I had a great time doing it. I just need to get art done. Well, I have the time. And go bring this line out a little more here, so it's not so far inwards against this light. If I stop there, it'd be in the middle of the light and it wouldn't make sense. Yeah, I'm taking drawing requests. I'll draw whatever. I'm good at drawing people. I could bang that out no problem. But if you want me to draw something else, I can't guarantee it'll be good. But I'll give it a shot. So, request whatever. What is Bafa? Oh god. Oh no, what did I do? What did I do? God damn it. Uh, Brock, you're now moderator. Ban Cody from the chat. Okay, I got the friend here. I'm just gonna do this wheel. You just see the edge of it. The tire's gonna be turned. This tire's gonna be turned inwards towards the car. So that means that this tire would also be, it'd just be showing the edge of it. Billy? Cody. You don't need to clip that. It's fine. You don't have to. Look, Brock, if you could get me a picture of Billy, I will draw that picture. So, when I'm looking at the picture that I'm drawing from, there's the thing that covers the wheel. I forget what it's called. But it creates a tight angle. It goes up like this. And there's not much space between the middle line of this car and this. So I'm going to push it up a little bit more. Go down. And just like this line, how it goes diagonal, it follows a similar shape right here. Do I have any? I'm not sure if I'm friends with anything. Cody, send me a link to Brock. A picture to draw. Alright, let me go on Facebook real quick. Alright, request accepted. Big titty succubus. Wanna be buff? Am I drawing Brock or Billy? Yeah, bro. Okay. Let me look through your pictures, see if there's anything. Dogs, dogs, food, dogs, dogs, food. I'll put you on the main character of Hades. Let me look at a picture of the main character. I'm gonna finish this car and then I'll do that. I don't know why I got so excited, but I don't even play Hades. Whoa. Alright, I will get to that in a second. I see a picture of the main character from Hades. I think it's him. And I could just take that face of the picture you showed me, smack it on there. Throw some big titties on that main character. Like your ideas, Cody. The idea guy. Now I'm shading this tire from left to right just so it goes in the shape that the tire is going. There's a name for that when you shade in the direction that things are moving. I don't remember, but it's a good thing to do. It can be. You know, Brock, my image of you is different, but I think that's because the one time I saw your face, you were dressed up as a woman. Now, I think I'm gonna push this line a little farther back. Even though you could see it, it's fine. I draw in pen all the time, and a big thing about it is just, I think, confidence. Because if you mess up and you try to, I don't know, if I were to just inch this over and make it bolder and bolder, it just make the drawing look like crap. But it's just another line. If you're confident, people won't notice in the slightest. Which, now you know my secrets. Now, I'm gonna push this little stepper thing up, because right here is about where the back tire cover will be. I do not know any of these terms. Hell yeah, baby. Brock, it's the feeling. The feeling isn't wrong. It never fails. Sokka's instincts, some would call them. And need to push this back line out a little more, so it's not inwards in the car. It wouldn't make sense of the perspective. A little back tire there. Alright, let me sketch out the body of the character from Hades. Right, let me do this little thing. Alright. Alright. Now I see a picture. Hold on. So, guy from Hades. Big ass legs here. What a hunk. Just getting the shape of it. Even though I don't need to, just because so good. But to give you an idea first. Got this. Alright. Alright, let me get a bolder pen for you. I think 0.35. 0.45. I think this is the marker. Yep. I'm gonna start from the leg, which I change it where I start from all the time. I don't really have a rule. If it's the face, I usually like to start on the nose, because the bridge of the nose will lead to where the eyebrow is, and I don't know, things connect well from it. I can map things out, but I don't always start from there. Yeah, these pens are mad expensive. Microns, they're good though. I feel like they don't have that much ink. And I draw a lot, but I feel like a lot of the pens I use, they kind of go through kind of quickly. I said kind of. Alright. I'm gonna use it for all the lines. I really like using these pens. I'm really good at getting line work done with them. And I like to work with pen a lot too, just because um, it's just it's so much quicker than like pencil or stuff. It's so definitive straight off the bat. I don't like doing layers, right? It's fine. I just like to do things quickly. I like to make things. I don't want to spend a lot of time doing just one thing. Hola. Yes, and I'm starting with the body. Honestly, it looks like they modeled this character off of your body, Brock. I can't really tell the difference. It's just the clothes. Oh, of course, of course. I'm just saying what I'm observing. Let me allow that comment, Cody. How often do I draw? Um, it depends. Over break, I've drawn just about every day. But during school, there could be like a week or two where I don't draw, but I really draw kind of frequently, like at least once a week, at least. Like I remember I went probably a week and a half period when it got really busy with my last semester, and when I drew, it felt like forever. Like, but it really wasn't that long at all. I filled up 3 sketchbooks completely this year. I have like 3 other that are half full. This is one of them, which I thought about. I'm like, should I bust out like 80 drawings to say I got like 4 sketchbooks done just to flex? But I was liking the rate that my sketchbooks were going at, and I didn't want to just fill up pages of stuff just to do it. Like, I love this paper. This paper is so thick. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, and I don't want to waste it. Which is also a problem with me. Like, if I want to get better, I'm just gonna draw all the time. But sometimes I get stuck in trying and wanting to draw the right thing, to have the right idea. Because a lot of times I like to draw originally, even though I really love just copying things. It's super fun. And when I can't think of something original, I'll just go hours doing nothing. And I'm like, wow, what a waste of time. Um, they're usually Cody does. um, they're usually just for me. I don't really do them for people. Um, like if I'm gonna do it for someone, it's usually just for funsies. I don't like to. I don't know. I could make money off it, but I like just doing it. I'm a simple man. Now I'm just gonna do some light shading here. This isn't the focus of things. I can fill it in later if I want. Just to get the idea here. I just got a tablet too, so I want to try out digital art. When I was working with it, everything felt perfectly fine. Like, it wasn't a hard transition of just drawing on a tablet and seeing what's happening on screen. It felt perfectly normal, but there's like all the tools that I don't understand yet. I watched a YouTube video. I haven't tried again, but I will. Yeah, I've made a good amount of money. Probably five like $500 in a year is kind of normal, but I'm not really pushing for it. I think I'm gonna continue on starting with the left side of this. I think it's more important than the right side. Like more important things to this image are on the left side, like his chest and arm and sword. The right side seems more forgiving with just the big cloth there. Now, alright, let me plan this out real quick. And the image I'm looking at, a good thing to do if you're drawing from an image is just reference everything else where things are at on there. Like, I'm wondering where I should place the edge of the cloth that he's wearing. So I'm looking down the skull because this is like the center of his body. and it looks like the right side of this that wraps around finishes about here. So I was pretty close actually, but I wanted to be certain. Um, I just Googled up the images of it, and it's him standing there with his big ass sword over his arm like this. Here's where the sword is. Just stand there. It's a straight on image. There's a blue background with big mustache man in the back and some dogs on his left. You can tell I'm a big fan of the game. Um, Let me see. I'm not sure. This is my first time streaming, so I have no idea how to get things done. Main? No. You know what? Hmm. I'm just gonna put the link in the chat from the Google. I don't want to figure this out right now. Oh, okay. Cerberus. Alright. Go put a light line there. And a bold line. Even though I'm putting the bold line on his body and the light line on the outside of it, there's a little light that shows there. And just the boldness of your line is really good at showing lighting. And the top gold part of his cloth is about right here, just a little above the fold. I'm drawing with the edge of this pen instead of, normally I'm more straight on, but with the edge of it, you don't get as much ink out, so I could do lighter lines with it. Now from here, it's got the skulls up here. Now right here, where I'm deciding to put the line that goes above the eye, I'm just kind of visualizing the 3D-ness of it from this ear, and the top of it will be right here, and you could follow it around this edge. I use my pencil, or my pen, to lightly do some curve marks, and that's just me like mentally following the shape of it. I've heard a good amount of people talk about this game. I hear it's super good. And right here, the bone above the eye, it goes to the center part, and it's again a map to me to show where the nose will be. Thank you, Brock. Thank you. Now I'm going to continue. I thought about drawing the bottom of it, but I'm going to continue with the teeth line just because it's a better guide in how I should draw the bottom of it than just drawing the bottom. And then I'd have to draw the middle and make sure it connects well. But instead of doing it like this, I have something to connect to already instead of drawing into air and using my better judgment to connect it. Alright, now that I've done this, I suppose it's as good a time as any to connect the rest of his chest clothing. And from the image, it looks like right about this tooth is where the cloth goes around his right arm. So I'm just constantly referencing things when I'm drawing from an image and where they're located to make sure I get the proportions right and where everything's placed and whatnot. And this line follows that. Right here. It looks like right about the corner of the jaw is where this part of his robe goes. So there. Quick lines to show the folding of the cloth. And right here, I like this. This shows where kind of the bicep of the arm is also. I'm going to draw this line to do some quick shading. But I'm not going to spend too much time on it. I'm just going to get to other things. And now I'm going to draw the bottom part of his arm. You see what I'm talking about? There's the fold here, and here would be like the bending of the elbow, and right here would be the bicep, so this fold kind of shows that too. And I'm just going to do the shape of the arm. I'm not going to do the details in it, I don't think, just to move on to other parts of the drawing. I'm going to do this just to show, to give me reference later when I return to it. Yeah, learning proportions is something I was taught pretty early on by my aunt and uncle. And I remembered a lot of the stuff that they taught me, like right here, where the hand is. If you put your arms to your side, most people, your fingertips will be like mid-thigh. And you could see this is also the case, like around mid-thigh is where his arm ends. But you'll pick things up if you were to do them more and more. And I'll come back to that later to finish off the details. Now I'm just gonna do the neck here, because, actually I'm gonna have it more angled based off the picture that you showed me. I could work off that and throw it on there. But for the meantime, I'm gonna do the collarbone, which I'm gonna do. This is the middle of his body, so I'm gonna do the chest line. And I'm gonna go with the arms. Love a strong collarbone. I'm deciding to go on the other half of this arm, just because they have a little like ribbons around his arm, and those will give me good reference for other things later on. So I'm just connecting the two right now. Yeah, I love that too. I love looking at when I used to buy comic books all the time as a kid. My favorite part was if they had concept art in the back of it. And then you could see their pencil drawings and their ink drawings on top of it. I really like Mike Mignola's art too. He's the artist for Hellboy, which his art seems like simple, which it is in a way, but he's really good at shadows. Like really, really good. If you were to look at his stuff, even though it's not too complicated, he uses shadows to make his art like so much easier to make. And it's also his whole style. But I think it's really cool how much he could show with just shadows, and the shadows make it easier too because he has to do way less detail. One thing with shading too that'll make it look a lot better is if you shade in the same direction that you're doing everything. Because if you have it all in the same direction, it'll just make it look blacker. Like it looks like a better black, even though it's all just black. If it's all going in the same direction, it looks so much cleaner. Hmm. That's what I do. thank you, Tennis Rose. And with the edge of the skull, I could more confidently put these leaves that surround it, the wreath. It's a better word. In Italy, when people graduate, they have a wreath around their head. Like, if you've seen pictures of Dante, or there's a, I forget the main scholars that they have there, but it's because of those guys, kind of. Where if you were to have this, you were like a master scholar, which I think it'd be hilarious to have once I graduate. I'm also gonna say I got a completely different degree and say I got the highest level one could get, like magna cum laude or whatever the highest one they say is, which I might actually get that. I've gotten good grades most of my classes. But I'm gonna say I got in like biomedical engineering or something. Yeah, wreath instead of grad cap. Now, let me think this through for a second. How will I do this? Alright, I'm gonna have your guy looking heroically this direction. It's a good sized neck. Alright. Looking at the jawline. Alright. Let me Just making sure I'll get the proportions of everything right. Hold on, let me go back to the original image. Actually, I see what's going on here. I'm not going to explain it. Alright, I'm just going to do this to make sure I get the overall look of the face right. Just where it's looking. And then I can do the Brock stuff and make sure I don't mess it up. Get these locks in here. Oh, I was looking at the commission photo you sent me. Yeah, Brock, I was looking at the one you sent me, the artwork on your wall. Gonna work off that. The universe of that character is expanding. Your strength is growing. Unless you want me to use something else, but okay, okay. Perfect. So, gonna work off the hairline to get to the other side of the face. Right there looks good. Billy's final form. Now, when I'm looking at artwork for this Hades stuff, it seems kind of bolder and pointier. So I'm gonna try to translate that over. Just make sure things aren't too rounded is all. What up, Cal? We are drawing a big titty Brock, I think Cody calls it. But based off Hades, absolutely. Oh, this is perfect. Okay. This is what I was talking about earlier with how I like to draw faces with the eyebrows. Because from here, I'm just seeing how the bridge of the nose goes and how things connect. They're good maps for me to get everything the way I want it to. No way! Wow. So, describe to me in the chat what type of character this Billy is. Hmm. Hmm. I'm just trying to. Yeah, screw it. I'm gonna add a wreath. I see guy from Hades has a wreath on his head too. Which. Well, I kind of just assumed this character is based off Brock, but either way, Brock sent it to me, and then I realized that this was Billy. Cody, we could draw big cheese next time. Hold on. Middle school Xbox Live. I don't know what you're talking about, Cody. That sounds nothing like me. I was a charming, polite young man. Yeah. Total misunderstanding of who I was drawing. But I'm going with this still. I'm sorry. Thank you, Brock. Thank you. One take. That's all we need. Let me. Hmm. Go look at the Hades face, see how they do some shading and stuff. Could do a little more shadow under the lips. A little more under the nose. Oh god. Is this a D&D sesh? I make the art and create the story? Oh, I know I would. I played it once. Time of my life. It's just being a little kid again. And then I took the sword and I shattered the ground with it. Hmm. The one time I played too, I legit rolled like 16 and up on just about every stat. And all my friends are like, Nate, enjoy this because you will never, ever, ever see that again. Damn. Oh, classic Cody. You guys want to know the character Cody creates in every single game? I'm not sure if I've told you guys this before. But growing up, I was in the back seat of gaming. There's a notorious, this is a side note, a notorious day where I figured out my controller wasn't actually plugged in. Allegedly. I swear I knew a long time before, but every adult has said this, so I'm gonna trust what they say. And I flipped out. But point is, Cody was usually playing games and I was watching. He would play games like what was it, Oblivion? The what are other games? Knights of the Old Republic? Those games where you'd make your character, where you have options. And Cody would always make a stealth class. But this guy never did stealth. It was the same thing. He always needed health, non-stop. He'd make the weakest character and then just upgrade like battle stats. Or he should have just made a strong character. But no, not Cody. This is the most frustrating thing in the world. Remember there was a game Fable. A banger. He kept dying over and over, trying to sneak into, what was his name? Jack of Blades base or something. I was like, Cody, I know how to do it. Did not believe me. Until he went to the bathroom and I took the controller and did it myself. Twin blades. And there were no witnesses for this one. But I swear to God. I swear to God. If I've ever sweared on anything in my life, it is this. When Cody was super into Gran Turismo with his friend Greg, they were trying to do this like big, beautiful S-turn drift around a corner. And I really wanted to try it. I'm like, I feel like I could do it. Then they both left after trying it a ton of times. Like, that was their goal. And I definitely did it. But there were no witnesses, so you'll just take my word for it. I did it. I couldn't do it again once they showed up. I, I looked like a liar. Thank you, Brock. Thank you. Your words mean so much. Alright, I'm basically done with this. I'm just gonna do some details to wrap it up. If you guys have any other ideas, I could draw more. Because if not, I'll probably go play video games. Christine? Rainbow? Yeah, baby! Asparagus humanoid. uh. Cody, you are a genius. Cody, is there a time you want to play a Rainbow? Alright. Hmm. Right here, you can see how the lines I'm drawing are way smaller, like right here and right there. I'm just using like the edge of it. When you do it for a while, you know how it'll go. It's not inconsistent. Oh, okay. 6 p.m. That's 3 p.m. for us. Well, I do the other skull up here. I like how the skulls are designed for the dogs that he has on his shoulder. They're pretty cool. I also like how long and stretched out they are. They seem crocodile-y. Kaya! I mean, we could try for like a 5 p.m. rainbow for a little bit. And if not, we could just figure it out. Maybe do something after your call. Oh, I'm sorry, Cody. Could continue the shadow I did earlier up here. I like the folds in the clothing. I like to pay attention to that to get better at it. Um, I really hate when artists will just do something in their sketchbook and call it a study and say like they're just doing it to act like they're doing a traditional smart thing to study. Like I've seen a ton of people where they just have a single page where it's a painting of like folded cloth. Like, oh, it's a study. I just don't think doing one thing is very helpful at all. I think they're just doing it to look cool. Which I do that sometimes too. I like to draw something super realistic once in a while, just to let them know that I can. Because a lot of the art I like doing doesn't really. I don't know. I don't think a lot of people like it that much. And like if I was just doodling, that's the funnest for me. That's what I mean. Like I love doing this too. I love pen work. But I did it this summer for someone. They wanted a page from an anime, or a manga. Apologies. A study. Yeah, I'm just gonna copy everyone's work, and if I get called out on it, I'll just call it a study, and I'll get away with it. That's how it works in the art world, I think. I'll title my stream a study. That'd be pretty funny. Drawing his little armbands, I thought of Korra, Legend of Korra. Man, I think those armbands are so cool. I wish people could make armbands look that good like Korra does. I'm not convinced from what I've seen. I'm just gonna bring in a marker to color the arm. I don't want to use my pen. Cody, I was thinking about getting a scanner and scan it because most of my stuff is all in sketchbooks. I don't really do like paintings. Like most of my original stuff is just in a sketchbook. But I think it would be cool to get them all together and make like a big art book out of it. I think that'd be sick. I mentioned this earlier why I like working in pen too, and that's the same thing with sketchbooks. I just like the size of it compared to like a big canvas. Cause I don't like to mix tons and tons of paint. That's just it's not fun. But on a sketchbook, it's so contained and small that I don't have to use that much. Better with money too. Alright, I think I'm gonna just say this one's done though. I do paint. I have some banging paintings, not gonna lie. Um, here's one that's small enough to fit in the camera. I don't want to move things around. But here's one I really like, based off old Japanese thing. But what I love about it is how clean this yellow circle is. The moon, some would call. But it's when I did it, it was like first take, bam. That was pretty quick to do. Let's see if I have any small and big things. Um, yeah, I don't want to move my stuff around for the bigger things. In my old sketchbook, I have some paintings in there, I believe. Excellent study. Oh, I have a little Star Wars one. I painted it in what's it called? I forget what it's called, but impressionist, more impressionist style. Uh, and it's done in oils. This is like one of my favorite things, but I'm obsessed with Star Wars, so makes sense. And let me see which of my old sketchbooks has paintings in it. Here's a watercolor one of a Buddha. The colors are just like so. They're really subtle. I think I killed it. Here's like a pencil watercolor combo of Haunting of Hill House, greatest show of all time. Let me see if I have any other paintings in here. I have all my sketchbooks next to me. Ooh, this sketchbook is full of paintings. This is a banger. I was thinking about recording, just going through all my sketchbooks. I think that'd be cool. Jimi Hendrix. I love like every Jimi Hendrix song that's ever been made. And I'm still discovering new stuff. He made so much. He's the greatest. Here's one with a brush tip pen. Oh, Christine, don't you worry. You don't need talent. You just need tons of practice. I have been doing this forever. And I could show you my old sketchbooks too. I have those. You can see how wonky things look. This is me trying to figure out how to paint again. Because I didn't do it. This is after my semester abroad where I was in Costa Rica. And I didn't have like any paints down there. So I was trying to paint realistic again, which I hadn't done forever. I was just, you could see this. I'm like, how do I mix paint again? I forgot. I really like this one. Like this monkey. You guys don't understand how quickly I did this. I used like 3 colors and I did it perfectly. Yes, I am proud of this. And just like this face too, it's crammed in the corner. The colors on it, it's really, I like how simple it is. When I could do things simply and quickly, I'm very happy. Oh, there's this Elrond one I did. Man, I had a good amount of paintings in here. This is arguably my favorite sketchbook. I don't think I have any more paintings in the rest of it, but here's a rare pencil drawing. What do I have in this? I'll show you this sketchbook, my current one. I'm not gonna go through all of them though. I gotta tease those. This one I started a month and 12 days ago, and I'm about halfway through. There's this, Queen's Gambit, bangs. There's a drawing of a bison skeleton, which I messed up a little bit, but it's fine, I like it. It is Queen's Gambit, child. I loved that show. Probably my favorite show that came out this year. If you couldn't tell, I really liked it. So good. This one, there's a panel from the OG Akira comic where Akira's, about to take a pill. And so I kind of did it. This is relating to that. This, like, I just love doing simple stuff. It was just pen and then I had a gray marker. This is a metro gnome. A gnome in the subway. I know, guys, I know. Hold your applause. I know. Just a quick drawing. This is just doodling. I love this one. I'm not sure what else is in the sketchbook, but this might be my favorite. This I just did in the same type of pen that I did the drawing in. You didn't like that joke, Brock? Um, but yeah, this one was a picture of my friend Rico and his girlfriend Eliana. I got a message. Oh, okay. And like the line work on it is so bold, and it's so kind of like angled how things are. Just the shapes of it on him are so angled, and it's so much like smoother with her. Um, I really like this one. Thank you, thank you. These are just portraits of people that I know. These are just doodles for an idea I had. Thanks, Cody, thanks. I hate you. I'll beat your ass again in chess today. Gotta take 2 hours to make a move. Guys, I beat Cody in chess last night. It took 2.5 hours, but I beat him. Some would call it choking on his part. Putting hours in the lab after Queen's Gambit. 1500. That's the goal. This is my friend Alana. I liked how I did the lace here. I saw it and I was like, I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna kill it. I knew. And here, well, I was drawing something. I forget what it was, but I was drawing something out of my head. And I wasn't sure how to end the hair. So, I looked at a bunch of pictures of hair. And I'm like, I'm just gonna practice hair. I have like 6 more drawings. The main goal is just look at hair and just be more observant of it. Which I also realized I don't like drawing hair that much. Sketchbook, sketchbook. I pride myself in my sketchbook game. A study of hair. Those were true studies. Yes, yes. Those were true studies. I see what you're saying. Study of hair, but draw the whole person. This was going to be a. He was gonna be sitting on mushrooms. But as I drew the rough shape of a mushroom, I was like, these kinda have the shape of jellyfish. I'm like, drawing jellyfish would be cool. Like, if you see here, this side of it, these are for sure mushrooms. That I just turned into jellyfish after. Girls, this is Kim Jong-gi stuff. More studies. You could call them studies, I guess, but I'm just drawing them. I mean, I am trying to learn from it, but it is fun. Follow me on TikTok to see. Whoa, bro, you don't have to yell it out. You don't have to bring attention like that. Could get me banned from Twitch on day one. Well, I'll get myself banned, but. And here, actually, more studies. Wow. Wow. This is a common theme today. I want to learn more about a animal. What's it called? Anatomy? More, yeah. There's some cool things I learned from it. Like a lot of mammals have a just have the same shape roughly. Just like how a lot of their bones are angled and whatnot. So if I could learn that, then it is a little spooky. Like this one right here. This is the hip right here. Ignore this little one to the left. But this is the hip. I labeled it A, B, and C. And then I'm gonna say it's the femur. Bends down like this. And then it bends back that way. And like all these animals, it's so similar. At different levels. But this was just to show I was drawing different animals. Bear, elephant, horse, giraffe, greyhound, monkey, kangaroo, like panther, and I forget, like beaver. They have some freaky claws, by the way. But you could see ABC, just like how it changes in each animal, but they're still related. It's still the base structure. And another thing I noticed was you see, I have these two dots right here. Basically, picture your knee. And the way these two bones would come together would usually make the bone. You could see the bumps on the skin right at the knee for all these different animals. They were like noticeable. So I took note of that. And yeah, those are just some good things I got out of it. And we go to today. My friend had some markers, and I wanted to see what they looked like in my sketchbook, so you can see that they're just there. I wanted to do more in here, but it bled through on the other side. And here we are today. I'm gonna pull out one of my old sketchbooks to show this isn't natural. I'll be right back. Here. Oh yeah, it does kind of look like that. Here, I think it's one of the oldest sketchbooks. My sister wrote her name in here. Her name's all over this. I think she's trying to figure out her signature. But didn't start out as mine. Bleach. I love Bleach. Y'all don't know. It all started with anime. These are the origins of art. So you have all these rough lines in here. I've watched a lot of tutorials on YouTube. Just people doing doing art. Look at this. Where's the confidence in the line work? This guy was an amateur. Oh, at the bottom it says 3/19/09. So I was 11 when this came out. When I did this. This looked kind of nice. But I remember this. I was definitely watching a video on YouTube, I think. I would watch like sped up people doing their art. I've like time lapses of people doing their art. And I would just like pause it and copy what they were doing. I don't feel like turning my book for this. Hey, hey, hey! Love and peace. Bash the Stampede. If you know, you know. Vegeta. Hey, yeah! You know. I was really into Bleach and Dragon Ball, if you couldn't tell. Kingdom Hearts. Never played it, but I loved it. Our aunt had it. Marissa Jamie Nabong was here. My sister leaving her mark again. So much anime. So much. Star Fox is in here. We played Melee. Yoshi. Toad. Toon Link. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't have any. I don't have any Sword Art Online. It's their names of all these characters. I ain't got time for that. Sword Boy 1, Sword Boy 2. This look nice, but I know I watched this from a video too. Yeah, when I was this age, I was like, I wanna be a manga artist, creator. But I wasn't fully into the role. I was shy of my art. Big mistake. I think if I wasn't shy, if I was like how I was now, I would have been much better. Just with the willingness to show people. $11 years old. I was in 6th grade, 5th or 6th grade for most of this. My sketchbook is flipped now. Spider-Man, Gohan trying. Total Drama Island. This was a show. This was a show. Our stepdad would always be watching Survivor, and afterwards he would have our Survivor on Cartoon Network called Total Drama Island. Wow. We were really attached to that show, me and my sister. I'm not sure if Cody cared about it. Oh my god. Do you see this? This is historic. This is actually historic, what I found. The blonde test. I think the point of this was to ask how many X's are, like, on it. I don't know the answer. I'm not gonna try. It might have just been including that one was the blonde test. Chowder, also a great show. Chowder and Flapjack. Beautiful. Alright. That's all for this sketchbook. Here's the Superman logo doodle. How about this, guys? You give me a list of things you want me to draw, and I'll draw them. Not today, but I don't know, maybe tomorrow. I'm on break, I got time. Classic elementary school. Yeah, if you have ideas for something you want to see drawn, I will do it. Bring your friends, bring your family. This is a watercolor sketchbook I have. I barely have anything in here, if at all. Oh, yeah, it's just this. Then I have this one. This is another one I'm working on. This is me and my sister going to somewhere in California. Took her dog out, and we were just on the side of the road. Her and her boyfriend, me and my little brother. I mean, both my little brothers. I really like the way I did, like, how his skin looks. I did it really simply, and it works great. This is a hint to my older brother. We were watching an F1 race. What was it, Turkey? Everybody crashed. But these are a lot more, not like super detailed. I'm just trying to capture the moment. But a bunch of family stuff in there. Alright, I think I'm gonna stop soon. I'm gonna get some food to eat, probably. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any ideas, let me know, and I'll be sure to draw 'em. I'm just gonna say tomorrow. I'm not sure if I can, but probably tomorrow. All right. Peace, doggies. Thank you for watching. Um, Adios, Christine. Maybe that 5 p.m. rainbow. We'll see. All right. Bye.